So XQC got completely destroyed by Mutahar. You know, we were talking last week about how the internet is really mad at Sniper Wolf for stealing videos. JaxFilms has been making a lot of videos and streams talking about how cancerous reaction content is and how it just steals from creators, and it just basically like cheating on the internet. You know, a lot of the biggest creators, they cheat their way to the top. They ride off the work of other people, and it's annoying, you know, and most people are against that shit, right? But it does get a lot of views and it prints a lot of money, so it's this perpetual problem. You know, the internet versus reaction content. It's always been a topic of discussion, but this time, you know, we got to see one of the biggest reaction content creators actually respond directly to the criticism, and boy, was this a mistake for XQC. I mean, he looked like such a coping retard here. I mean, he got completely tilted and mad, and we're gonna go through his big response here because there's a lot of mistakes he made, but let's just sort of explain where this drama is going. So, you know, Lamino made his brand new video on the Kennedy assassination. It included like 3D graphics, you know, storytelling. I mean, it was a masterpiece, right? You know, whether or not, you know, you watch the video or not, anyone can watch and see that a lot of work was put into this content. And then as soon as the content was made, you had XQC and Hassan's reaction going up on like the same day within hours.
Yeah, literally, like we went and checked the timestamps that this video was posted, and it's like less than 8 hours after the original video was posted.
Yeah,
XQC had a reaction video to it up on YouTube. So not just, he wasn't reacting to it on Twitch within 8 hours, it was already reacted, cut up, exported, and re-uploaded onto YouTube
within the same day. It's like, imagine working on something for like so long for like a year, and then within like 8 hours, like Hassan and XQC have copy pasted. At least in Hassan's case, though, it was his community, not his channel himself or whatever, the one that he runs. But XQC, like on his main channel, the Kennedy assassination, XQC reacts to Lamino.
Just puts his soy face over the thumb. I think that's the thumbnail. I think that's the same thumbnail.
Let me look that up. So you have Lamino's video right here, and then XQC.
He literally just edits his soy face over the exact same thumbnail too.
Why? It's just so tacky.
Yeah.
So this viral tweet went up and said, Lamino spends months researching, scripting, and editing a video just for React streamers to re-upload the entire thing and provide zero input. And then Mutahar joined in and said, it's just a shame garbage like this fills the recommended tab. To which XQC responded and said, I wonder what triggers people like you so much. Revenue share, audience split, algorithm? I've heard this complaint a million times, and most public figures try to attack it from multiple angles just to fall flat on their face. I've watched a vid I like to my people. That's it.
I don't think that's really it, though. That's definitely not really it. Because another thing that I've seen a lot of people argue about the difference between like live streaming versus re-uploading something to YouTube. Re-uploading something to YouTube is like 1 million times more of a like audience stealing, audience siphoning move than watching something on stream. A lot of people don't like either. I'm a lot more neutral to watching something on stream because if someone's there, they're already watching you anyway. It's not like you're stealing their eyes away.
Right.
But now when you search Kennedy assassination, you are stealing the location of where the YouTube can show up on SEO. Like you are taking from that creator. People might click that over the original video. It's not like you're just a live viewer seeing something, you know, and just they don't care anyway. They're not watching it anyway. They're just watching XQC to watch him. This is definitely just wrong. It's not just watching it to your people when you re-upload it to your YouTube channel. That's not what this is at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, his whole tweet here is just like cope. And he writes at the bottom, he says, they can claim the whole fucking thing, and they do a lot of times. I swear you guys just make shit up for the hell of it. My stuff gets re-uploaded for YouTube frogs that miss the stream. Get me contradictory analytics or facts. Anything else is... And then it's like he ignores the entire valid criticism, right? By just saying, oh, well, they can claim me. Putting the onus on the other creators that you've stolen from, they have to now claim you. Yeah. That's an excuse. That's not how that works.
That's not how that works at all. And also, this was up so quickly, as we said earlier. The dude probably uploaded it and went to bed and then woke up the next morning to see this already had its first 24 hours of
300,000 stolen.
Yeah.
And again, if you look up the original video from Lamino, it's an hour 38 and XQC's is an hour 53. So there's like 13 minutes of original commentary.
Yeah.
And do you really think that original commentary is like intelligent or adding to the video or transforming it or anything?
No, it's not. I mean, he's probably eating while he just watches it and
reading chat. Dude,
is that really what happened when they did that?
So Mutahar drops a huge response and just completely makes XQC cope. He says, I know you're not the brightest, but I didn't expect you to be this intellectually dishonest. Nothing inherently is triggering when you view live content on a different platform. It's when you re-upload the content to the same platform and have it copy the same metadata to further cannibalize the views.
That's true.
I get it depends on the creator whose content you're freebooting. But in your own words, just now you claimed that you were just sharing a video with your fans with no intention to critique or transform it for fair use purposes. We demonized individuals like Jinx back in 2017. In large, we do so as well today. The type of content is even frowned upon by YouTube in large or any web page as repetitive and duplicate content. YouTube will often change its algorithm to fight algorithm abusive content like this. Examples, the reply era, initial reactions in 2017 era. I know you've watched The Dark Knight and animes like Hunter x Hunter. Why not re-upload those as well? He wouldn't do that because he'd get claimed up the asshole and he'd lose his channel.
Right away.
You also realize claiming content isn't a task any creator can just do. It requires access to elevated content management systems only the larger studios and media groups have. Educate yourself. So I was writing here, I was like, yo, could you rewrite this in bright Twitch colors? He might not be able to read this. Then Nick was like, better yet, can you produce it into a well-edited 40-minute video so he can just play it on his bathroom break?
Oh, that's just brutal.
Just completely fucks him.
Yeah.
But then XQC responds, and boy, was this just full of cope. He says, damn, I knew you liked using big words so that people would give your takes more importance, but filling your unfounded criticism full of personal attacks and using anecdotal evidence to prove that the content is cannibalistic by nature, I get it now. It's all for show. You have no substance. I guess it makes sense that you were upset everyone is reacting to actual good content instead of whatever you post.
Wow.
Which is immediately disproved because XQC has reacted to Mutahar 1,000 times.
Yeah, because it's good content.
Yes.
Unlike him.
And also, what fancy word? Was any of this fancy words? Like,
I don't think so. I mean, what was the biggest word he used? Repetitive?
What is he
was
talking
that the
about?
longest word? I don't
He's
even...
such a retard. So then he writes and he says, little brother used a 2017 example twice and tried to cash in his win early. This might get you Twitter drone likes, but you know how this works internally. You have the stats to back it up. You didn't use any because you know how it will show the exact opposite of this phenomenon. Also, I talked to most... he also doesn't provide any stats either, so they're just talking... you know, out their ass, except with Mutahar's case, you know, we know that obviously content that is, you know, attacking the SEO of another video is cannibalistic.
Yeah, that's just how it works. It's on the same platform. Like I said, I think even Mutahar kind of symbolized or kind of hinted at in his first post. It's a lot different when you're just watching on stream, right? Because, you know, that's just, the viewer's already there. They're not clicking on YouTube. They're not watching a YouTube video. He intentionally uploaded to YouTube and is cannibalizing the views. It's just, that is common sense. It's not even like you don't even have to argue that. It's just common sense.
Also, I talked to most of the YouTubers I take big content pieces from to react to. Maybe send Daily Dose to the internet a call and compare numbers and upload/reacts to. I'm on the defensive, so I'll let you pull some stats up. After all, I'm the dumb one, right? So he brings up one example, and Daily Dose to the internet has an open policy. Many creators do, where they're like, I don't give a fuck. People can repost my shit, react to it. I don't give a shit. Daily Dose of the internet is one of those people, but so what? Like, that changes nothing. Just because he's cool with it doesn't mean that everybody is, right?
Yeah, that's just not how that works.
Yeah. Until then, keep molding, little brother. We both know why you posted that tweet in the first place. Insecurity is a fucking bitch, isn't it?
What?
What the fuck is he talking about? A Twitch streamer is like, yeah, I'll bet you're just insecure. Really, dude? Bites when you least expect it and makes you look weak. Also, does this whole post not look weak?
This looks so weak, and he's made no arguments. It's basically just, little bro said this, little bro said that. Yeah, how about you, like, respond to it?
And you respond to anything? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Also, don't make a money argument type. I'm probably the only one that cares the least about residential YouTube ad revenue. Again, this changes nothing. It compromises maybe 1% of my total income. I do it to please my community. You know this already. You just keep pretending you don't.
Also, can we stop pretending that it's only just about pleasing your community? I'm sure your community would be pleased if you uploaded like the entirety of like the new Spider-Man movie on your YouTube channel for free to watch. I'm sure they would love that, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing to do. Not every single time is this the right thing to do. My community likes when I just re-upload the whole video on my channel. Great. But you're stealing from the creator.
Yeah, none of these arguments address anything. Like, oh, I don't make enough money. Okay, so?
That's
like,
not
you
the
still
point.
steal views. Like,
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you're making a bunch of money or no money from it. If you were demonetizing all of your videos, then I still wouldn't really care.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, this doesn't address anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now write another essay to farm some impressions. Maybe you generate enough Twitter rev to shut the fuck up the next time you wake up and feel like a weak-ass soy boy.
Wow.
Take care.
He is so ass mad.
He's so ass mad. And Muta responds.
Ratios the shit out of him, too.
Yeah, completely. And by the way, my tweet calling him a retard earlier almost beat him in likes, so nobody's on his side here except for his community that watches this shit. He went on to his own stream to quickly address this.
Pause like crazy, added a lot of commentary. Chat, the reason why I didn't commentate is that, chat, generally, chat, the chat was getting mad at me. Jesse sent me a DM at night. Jesse sent me a DM and he said, dude, I'm watching the VOD, shut the fuck up. And I was like, bro, I was enjoying the topic, I was trying to talk about it. Bro, people, okay, listen to me very carefully, okay? Listen to me. Chat, I saw that this and it had like 100k likes, okay? People are being dumb about this, okay? People are forgetting human nature, okay? People want to sit at the computer, open one link, okay? Have it on a second monitor and play games and whatever, okay? That's what streams are about. Streams are shit content. Streams in their entirety are shit content. Only about 1% of the time, or about 5%, the content is gonna be good enough, okay? Or it's gonna be main monitor content, okay? The reality is that streams overall, a lot of it is gonna be second screen content. Nobody wants to fucking switch channels 80 times like you're on a TV, okay?
So his defense is that streaming content is shit and people hate when he commentates over the videos, so he just doesn't do it. Which is like the worst defenses you could give of all time.
It's definitely one of the worst defenses. And the reason why it's one of the worst defenses is because somewhat of what he's saying is true, but he's wording it in the worst way possible and also using it to defend something that's just totally retarded. If he's saying, well, my point is I'm just like background content and I just do it because people like having stuff in the second monitor, that's probably actually true. That actually is probably
it's accurate. I'm not saying it's not accurate.
But the difference is that doesn't mean that you can just watch other people's content in its entirety.
Yeah.
Just because you're second monitor content doesn't mean that you can just sit there and eat chips while you watch other people's videos. You can still pause. No one is saying you can't watch other people's videos and commentate over. That's what we do all the time. Everyone does that. But you actually have to transform it, add input. You can't just watch the whole thing and provide 10 minutes of commentary.
And it's so easy to transform content. Like, we struggle. We try to make our videos like 10 minutes on this channel, but we struggle because it's, we got a lot to say. Even on a topic that's not as interesting as another one. It's just so easy to speak into the microphone and transform anything. And you're watching a video about the Kennedy assassination and you don't know what to say, really?
That's an interesting ass topic.
There's so much you could say.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So it's like, his point is, well, I'm second monitor content. That still doesn't disprove anything. Okay, great, you are. Now, how about you address the fact that you stole this guy's SEO by re-uploading to YouTube? How about you address the fact that you watched this for an hour 50 minutes on stream when the video was an hour 30 minutes? Yeah. That has nothing to do with your point of that you're second monitor content. Great. Let's address the arguments here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. He just doesn't really understand. It'd be one thing if he was like, yeah, I know this pisses you guys off, but I'm allowed to do it. I can get away with it, and fuck you. But instead, when he responds to these people like Mutahar, he gets defensive and mad because he knows it's cheating, but he doesn't want to just come out and say it like that. Yeah. So he has to argue, be like, no, this is really good, and this is
it's human nature. It's human nature. It's just He
doesn't get why other people don't like it. He doesn't get why people wouldn't like a cheater, and it's just like that's what it is. It's content cheating, and if you want to do it, fine. I mean, if you're open about it, fine. But for him to sit there and not fundamentally understand what the issue people have with them is, it's just crazy. I mean, it's very obvious what's going on.
It's embarrassing.